Like, God gave you these gifts.
And you gotta.
And you just
sitting on it.
pause.
There's our pause moment.
That was great.
Thank you for that.
Hey, yo! What you do on your own time is none of my business.
Oh, God.
But anyway, what we talking about?
Summertime in New York, New York minute. Everything can change in the New York minute. Everything can change in the New York minute. Darkness, the sirens yell. Somebody going to jail. If you find somebody to love in New York, you better hold on.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to season 2 of Conchalant, the one-stop shop for all my NYC creatives and more to come together to talk that talk. I'm your host, Contrast, aka the coziest, aka Mr. Conchalant. I want to thank you for tuning in. Now let's get to it. We are back with another episode, and today I have Banga with me. Say what's up to the people, Banga. How we doing today?
Hey, everybody. Good morning. It is Sunday, and I feel great. How are you feeling today?
I'm chilling. I had a good breakfast this morning.
Yo, facts.
Woke up feeling good. I was playing some salsa this morning. Dancing at like 7:45. I was like, yeah.
Little shimmy at breakfast.
Little like, like Victor Cruz when he was on the Giants, he used to do the salsa touchdown.
That's you
like that.
on the wake up.
On the wake up.
Period.
Feeling good, feeling like that man.
You're really, really him.
I'm really him. I woke up feeling like him today.
Himothy.
I'm Himothy Turner.
Him Duncan.
Him Duncan.
Himbalins.
Himbalin. I
Have you
like
seen that
him.
on the
No.
radar? He's like, I'll stomp motherfucker in my Himbalins. You never seen that?
Nah.
I'll send you the clip later.
Thank
anyway,
you.
proceed.
Proceed.
With the great host that you are.
She is the host today. Apparently, I'm just him. But you the one.
Chill.
Man, listen, we got Banga here, bro. Banga, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? What is it that you do? Because I know, but I want you to tell the people what you do.
I do it all.
You do it all.
I really do it all. I'm an all-around creative, hairstylist by day, DJ at night. And then in between, we get the music in there. We do a little bit of photography, a little bit of dancing,
sunshine,
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. So we got DJ, hairstylist, rapper, singer. Let me see what else. You said dancer.
Daytime stripping is,
Hot.
Yeah.
Sexy. Gotta keep them guessing. You said photography as well. Any videography? Be vlogging.
We dabble. We have fun.
We have fun. That's what's important. So going into hairstylist, specifically, what is it that you do?
I'm a braider.
She's a braider.
I'm a braider. I definitely tap into all the bunch of different stuff, but that's my favorite. To me, it's like so therapeutic. I feel like I'm not even working. Like, it feels unfair to the world that I'm just like, and I'm like, thanks.
Thank you. Little known fact, I think for the past 4 years, you've been doing my braids.
That's fucking crazy. 4 years is crazy.
Maybe 3. I don't know.
Shit. Time is not real.
Cautionary tale though, like, y'all can't be going to other braiders. You can't cheat on your braiders. Like, I will find one good braider and then they would do me dirty. Like, I had one that was good and then they moved to Florida. Then I tried another one and I made them redo my hair because I didn't like it. And then I skipped out on the tip, I'm not gonna lie, just because it was just not.
And it still wasn't good after she had redone it?
No, I was not happy. And then I was like, yo, let me see what's up. I seen Banga there. I was like, yo, she seemed cool. And off rip, when I walked in one day, you were like, oh, you're my 11 o'clock. I'm like, yeah. Like, okay, cool. And then you started talking in a British accent, and I was like, oh yeah, you're good. Like, this is my homie now.
I remember. I think you were like that determined for you. Like, yeah, this is the place I'm supposed to be at.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be here. You're like, hello, and I was like, oh yeah, she's the best. She's the best. How did you start getting into hair braiding?
You know what? It was one of those things that, like, I never asked for it. It was super random, but I'm gonna cut to the chase. Like, so I used to teach dance right before braiding. But there was this girl at the front, and she'd always dance like in that one spot in particular. And then one day after class, we were just chatting, and she was like, "Do you need like a ride home? Like, you good?" I was like, "Actually, yeah. I just live down the street." Come to find out, she lives across the street from me. Deadass, like, run across the street and it's her house.
Okay.
It was like that, and she was a hairstylist, so she still is amazing. and her name is Jen. She like pretty much
Shout
like
out to
took my
Jen.
life, like 180'd it into something I never expected. And she had her own like hair salon like in her crib.
Fire.
So she had the chair and the sink and like cool setup. And then one day she was like, I'm gonna open up a shop. I was like, oh, cool, you know. But I'd be like in her kitchen eating her food while she has a client, shit like that. Soon enough, she opened the salon, like super successful, super beautiful. It was like in the heart of Vancouver, like on like one of the busy streets. It was beautiful, and it got so busy. And at the time, like I was working at a gym as like a receptionist, and she hit me. She's like, "We're getting mad busy here. Like, do you want to come be a receptionist here?" I said, "Say less, bro. At least there, I get to just hang out with my friends, and I didn't have to be like, so you haven't paid for your membership in like, you know,
10 days,
shit like that,
yeah.
you know." But then there, I'd be like, "Do you want some tea or coffee or water?" I'd be like folding towels and like, you know, sweeping hair. But I got to hang out with everybody all the time, so it didn't even feel like work either. But when I had some downtime, I would be braiding like on a mannequin. And the only reason why I was like, in case I have a daughter, like I want to learn how to braid her. You know, like
okay.
that was my main thing.
Got you.
Because I wanted to always have braids, but my mom didn't have that. Like she pulled my hair really hard and comb it, but
Like,
that's
you
about
got a
it.
bun. That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So I just wanted to have that, and then like soon enough, I'd be on Instagram just scrolling, and I saw all the designs, and I was like, whoa, like you know when you see something, you're like, it's like a challenge. So I just start. I like to draw and stuff too, so for me it felt like I was just drawing on somebody's head. It
Got
didn't
you.
feel like, whoa, I wasn't intimidated, but I was very excited. It was like, it's like playing a video game. You just keep,
Yeah, you find
know?
other levels.
and whoever let braid me, I was braiding them. Like anybody who let me, I would be like, so you want me to?
So you want me to braid your hair?
Yo, and I would take so long. Like I look back and I'm like, yo, those people really fuck with me, because like for like a whole head of cornrows, it would be like 2-3 hours.
Yeah,
But it
nah.
was clean. It
Nah,
was clean as
what's
fuck.
your time on that?
An hour, less than an hour.
Yeah, that's
It depends.
progress.
It depends.
It's progress.
It depends, but you know, you grow with time. It was really cool. So, and because of that, like I was working mad jobs just because I had to, you know. And I was working an office job at the time, and I was teaching dance, and I was DJing, and then I started doing the hair. Soon enough, I was building my clientele outside, and I was able to quit my 9 to 5 and replaced it with the braids. And I
Fire.
made the same amount I made in 2 weeks in 1 week braiding. I was like, I think I'm
Fire.
good here.
Yeah, I think I kind of like
I
it.
think this is
I'm
gonna be
good.
fine, you know.
Yep.
So, and it's so cool because I look back at life. I'm like, had I not met that one person, I would have never. You know, this is how I pay my
Yeah.
bills. This is how I eat. This
They
is how I
changed
have
like the whole trajectory. Of,
yeah. So I'm just like, life is so magical, bro. Like you
Yeah.
can't you can have plans for yourself, but God always has a whole
you know,
different.
I said this on the last show too. Like you have to kind of let go of your ego and be like, all right, well, you know, whatever comes my way, let me at least take the opportunity to consider it, because
Yeah.
you never know what it could do for you.
Yeah.
And, you know, how it could change your life. So that is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Yes.
Let's fucking go.
Good
dude.
for you. Good
Thank
for
you.
Once in a while, once in a blue moon. I'm sure you get like a bunch of like different personalities sitting in your chair as well.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? I feel like braids in particular like draws in a certain kind of like.
Clientele.
Not everybody gets braids. You have to be a certain kind of person to be getting braids in a
That's
way.
true. You gotta be fly.
Yeah, so it's a spectrum of like people, but usually people are pretty laid back. I'm very,
Yeah.
very blessed. Everybody, all my clients are mad cool. Like I feel like they're all my friends. Like every time someone pulls up, we're catching up. Like
Yep,
it doesn't
literally.
feel like hi, thanks. It's not a 1-2 exchange. Like I'm catching up about.
That's how I feel like I think the second time I came to you, it was just like we just like right into it. I was like, what up, homie? Like, what up?
What
and we just
up?
get into it. Like, yo, how's life? How's the girl? I'm like, versus like, yeah, are you okay? Can you just move your head a little bit? Okay, thank you. So but that's more of a testament to like how you are in the type of space that you kind of hone and like energy you bring out of people and you give to people, because that's just how you are. Like that's, we
Yeah.
love that. We love good energy, good. You just good, bro. You the goods, homie.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Of course. And I know like through braiding, there's always like a lot of good opportunities that come. So like, have you done any like celebrities or musicians or actors or anybody like that?
Yeah, I've done a good handful. Do you want to hear about my first one?
Yes, absolutely.
So funny, so random, but I had been braiding for like maybe a couple years. I don't know. I was still noob, but I saw Riff Raff was coming to town. Yeah.
Okay.
So I slid in his DM. I said, "Yo, if you need braids," because he was always getting braids. Like, "Yo, you need braids? I got you." He's like, "Say less." My first celebrity braid experience was Riff Raff.
That's so crazy.
He was so tall, bro. I was like,
You had to
he
get the
was
step
tall
stool and
as fuck.
everything?
You already know.
Yeah.
Now, he was mad cool. That was one of them. He was actually really, like, calm. Like, he wasn't... It made me realize, I was like, you know, people portray themselves a certain way, like, once the cameras are there. But
they're not.
he was mad. He's like, "Yo, I don't even drink or smoke or nothing, bro." Like,
He's just...
But prior to that, I know you were Mr. Riff Raff, you know? But, you know, it was cool. That was one of them. I also did, you know, London on the Track?
Yeah, of course.
Did him.
We got London on the track.
Period. Did that.
Okay.
I did, you know, 24K Gold?
Yeah.
Did him too. I've done Tokisha.
Okay.
That was cool.
Okay.
I had to point my fingers for that one. She was mad cool. It was for when, remember when she was like making out with Madonna everywhere?
Yes.
Those were my braids also, making out with Madonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
For
That's
Fashion
cool.
Week.
Your braids
who
made out
else?
with Madonna.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I mean, that already with just those couple of names, that's
Yeah.
like those are big accomplishments.
pretty
And like,
cool. It's pretty
does that always, like, you know, when people deal with celebrities or just have some sense of notoriety, does that change how you view yourself? Or like, does it be like, oh, price went up now, like, you know?
I mean, I would say, cause like I know I'm good. I do what I do. You know
You do what it do.
But at the same time, like it's cool. It feels like a cool gold star, but it doesn't make me like be a dickhead.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
it's cool that I have that experience to share. But that doesn't change. Shit, I ain't rich like them with that. You know what I mean? Like I got some good
'Cause
bread
I mean,
at the time.
I know other people are like, oh, well, I just did so-and-so's braids, so, you know, I'm adding more money to what it is now. Like,
Yeah, I
if
mean-
it was originally $120, now you're paying me $150, $160.
Shit, I
for the
wish.
same type of braids, though, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
yeah.
but that doesn't seem like it gets to you. You're just like, nah, it's a cool accomplishment, it's nice, but, like, I'm still gonna be who I am.
Yeah, like I really don't think that like defines me. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? But these are cool experiences that I've got to have, and yeah, the price could go up, but I feel like I allowed that to the people. Like if the client want to tip me, like tip me good and shit, like shit, I'll take it.
Word.
You know, but I'm not like price went all the way
went
up
all the way up.
because like. You know, you still want people to come. You don't want to become
Yeah,
so like
you-
unattainable. And those like, yo, these are your people. Like a lot of the people that I've been braiding for like straight 5 years now.
Yeah.
You know what
so
I
it's
mean?
like, you know, the accessibility, the trust is
Yeah,
like,
and I
you don't
feel-
want to price your people out.
Yeah, I feel like the price is already like, you know, pretty up there, and like it goes up inevitably when like economically rent and all that shit, but
Yeah.
we all gonna get ours, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not a greedy person.
And then, like, you know, of course, there are other braiders who classify themselves as like celebrity braiders and stuff like that. Do you ever like run into those people and like, or I guess more so like, because they are celebrity braiders, do they count you out? Are you guys cool? Like, what's the braiding community like?
Yeah, the braiding community is actually really sweet. Everybody's really nice. I feel like majority of them are like women, you know, there's a small percentage of men and they still be doing amazing. They're usually like barbers and braiders, which is really cool. But I feel like because the braiding community is a little small, everybody's like nice and everybody's like really spread out. I haven't had any like drama between anybody. I feel like everybody's always encouraging and like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little more mature in that sense.
That's
like,
cool.
well, what do we need beef for, bro? Like, for what?
So no braider beef, no, well, you was gonna do so-and-so's braids, and you said I could help you, and then you told me no, none of that?
No, because you know what? Like, if you're really good, you're not going to be free a lot of the time. Like, it's difficult to, you know, so a lot of the time, the homegirls who are celebrity braiders will pass me another celebrity.
Fire.
It ain't a thing. Like, you know
That's
what I mean?
dope. That's love.
It's constantly coming and going, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
not,
like
it's not a big deal.
360 that-
But what matters is there's somebody that can take care of them equally as good as the service they provide. You know what I mean? So when I get that call, I'm like,
Yeah,
you
because
know?
and you know that's a testament to you as well. Like I said, you know, you put that outpouring of energy, and you're just an all around like great human being. So when people call you, you know, it makes sense. I see, you know, why you will get all these opportunities and all these things going on for yourself, because you cool, whatever.
Thank you.
You said you've done like celebrity musicians, right? Do you ever like talk about music with them? You talk about their music?
You know what? No.
No?
No.
It's just like kind of like, I'm doing it here, that's it?
Yeah, because like I feel the temperature, you know, and a lot of the time they just want to be quiet. They be on their phone, like they're really not trying to talk too much. And I feel like maybe once you've done their hair a few times, you can start to like pry into it. But like you already see their life, like
Yeah.
when they have a moment of peace, they're gonna take it. So I really
Absolutely.
don't pry into stuff. But there's some people I do have like I would have conversations with, but I don't force shit. Even with my regular clients, if somebody's quiet, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. All right, that's that for the appointment. You know what I mean? Like
Word.
I'm not gonna.
Yo, speaking of, I just came to my head. Yo, let me tell y'all how clutch Banga is, bro. Let me tell you how clutch, because I had a flight to LA not so long ago, and I forgot what the circumstance was, but I needed my braids done, and you weren't in the shop, and you were like, yo, just pull up on me. And I was like, all right, cool. Yo, when I tell you, homegirl did my braids on a rooftop in Brooklyn, like overseeing the city. I was like, this is the dopest shit.
Yo,
Yo, we was
yeah.
vibing, playing music, playing beats, just talking. We had like bees trying to kill us.
Yo, facts.
No, it was the lantern flies.
Oh my gosh,
It was the lantern
red.
flies. Ugh. You just see, it just keeps going back to that theme. Like, yo, you just so cool, bro. I just want to be like you when I grow up.
I think you're pretty cool too. You got your whole show here. You got a
Thank you,
beautiful
thank
set.
you,
Got a
thank you.
great team.
Thank you. Shout
think
out to
you're
my
pretty
team.
cool,
Thank
man.
you,
Yo, shout out to the team for real.
Thank you. So going into my next thing, aside from braiding, with DJ, how did that start?
How did it start? Honestly, I mean, as a kid, I look back and I was just like obsessed with music. A lot, I know a lot of us were, and in our time, sheesh, you know, you
Don't
had to
expose
like
your age.
listen to the radio or go buy a CD to hear what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You know, now you just, what is it?
Stream.
It's in
Yep.
your pocket forever. What? That blows my mind. Like we had to burn CDs. We had to like. Which I think was so cool because that was really an experience, and we got MP3 players.
Yeah, and it made you care about the music that you had. Like,
Right.
you know, when you heard something, you needed that. Like, and that made you want to burn it. Now it's like, oh, well, I heard it, I'm good. I don't need to ever hear it
No.
again. You know, you could stream the next song, but like, you had an extra like effort to get that music. So I feel you on that.
Yeah, like it was like you know you'd be fucking up your parents' computer with LimeWire and all that shit just to get that like.
Dude.
It's an experience to get songs.
I had Verizon send my mom like mail because I was like downloading movies off torrents and stuff like that, and they're like, this is illegal. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't fucking know. I saw it on YouTube. Like, I just wanted to download movies.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Nene?
That is so crazy.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, so that was an experience. But I just remember like being so into it, and I would listen to the radio, and I love the characters on the radio, and I was like, I want to be on the radio one day. Like, I feel like I could yap for days, you know what I mean, and be on top of like pop culture and all that stuff. But I remember I was outside.
It was outside, not in.
But I was friends with the DJs, and I would be behind the booth just like looking, and I'm like, you get paid for this? And it wasn't about money. It was just like, wow, this is so cool. Like you're literally like controlling the whole party.
Yeah.
Like that shit was so cool to me. And so I expressed my interest, and they're like, whenever you're ready, you could open up for us. I said, wait, what? Bro, so eventually, and at first I was like, this is kind of weird. I don't know, at the time, there was like no female DJs, all dudes. So I was kind of like, I mean, I've always been like a tomboy. So I was like, here I go again, trying to do some boy stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck it. It's one of those, when you put your ego aside moment and just go for it. So I bought a controller. It was a DDJ SB.
Okay.
Cute, but it was red, metallic red.
That's fire.
Yo, that shit was beautiful.
That's fire.
Really nice. And then I'd be in my room, and I had my little brother with me. Couldn't blend to save my fucking life, bro. And I'm just trying random shit because I was like, I think I'm gonna try without even a YouTube video. Let me just, my brother be in my bed, like,
Like, nah, that's not it, bro.
Nah, bro. And your sibling is not gonna lie to you,
Nope.
right? At all.
Nope.
So eventually, like, I was doing all the tutorials and just kind of putting the work in, like, obsessed, bro. And one day, my mom came in, I remember, and I was just playing some, like, obnoxious EDM. And I had these little speakers, and they, like, also, like, through, like,
Lights.
yeah. And she's like, yo, you good? Like, I was like, don't worry, this is gonna make me money one day.
Little
No.
did she know.
To look back now and like connect the dots, and it's like, this was meant to be all along.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. But yeah, like that's how it started when they were like, come open for us. And that's the first place I ever played. And I still remember the first song I ever played.
What was it?
Lemonade by Gucci Mane. Turn that shit up.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was so fucking nervous, bro. Like my heart was beating out of my chest. Mind you, it's a bar and nobody's really there yet. It's 10
It
o'clock.
still be scary. Like I remember the first time I DJ'd and like the first time I had like a technical issue and I was like,
Oh, yo,
like
you have to be IT
something
and
comes up
shit,
on
too.
your computer and you like hear a little jump and
This wasn't supposed to happen.
no, this wasn't supposed to happen.
That's why you got to pull up early.
Ready to go troubleshoot, make sure your Wi-Fi on, make sure all your apps are
You
closed.
better, yep. Yeah.
Have your storage right.
Yeah, it's anything.
Anything.
You could prepare for 9 situations. The 10th's gonna happen that day.
Yep.
Bruh.
That's you gotta learn the hard way too.
Yeah, time is important.
It's tough, bro. Like now I feel a little bit more comfortable, but like before when I would DJ sometimes.
You're great, by the way.
Oh, thank
Great
you.
DJ.
Thank
Great
you.
DJ.
I try
Period.
a little bit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all good.
Proceed.
The first controller I bought didn't have an audio out or audio in, so I would literally have to mix just by ear, like out loud, instead of having headphones. So like I wouldn't be able to blend properly. I would literally beat match just.
And sometimes it's delayed through the speakers.
Yeah, I learned that too.
Ha ha!
People are like, oh, why are you doing it like that? I was like, I didn't know there was another way to do it. But that's just me also like being like just figuring it out on my own, like not having somebody teach me. I'm just like, I bought it. I'm going to try to figure it out. Let's have fun. Now, you know, I can have some headphones in and be like, all right, I know how to blend.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
That's adorable. But but we all have those little like pockets of, wait, I didn't even know you could do that.
You know what the crazy is though? Sometimes like when I do have the headphones, I still prefer to do it my old way because I'm like, I don't know, for some reason, it just comes out better. It feels like more like a vibe for me, but
I mean, as long as you know what the fuck is going on, that's all that matters.
Yeah, listen, the crowd was never dead, regardless of how I DJ'd, whether headphones or not.
Dun, 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 dun. That's all that matters.
We was lit, we was popping. You consider yourself an open format DJ?
Yeah.
Can you explain what that means? Because honestly, I didn't even know at first, so I had to look it up.
Oh, well, I mean, you just play any kind of genre or any kind of party, really. I mean, I don't want to say I'm majority open format.
Okay.
I love music, so I know a lot. I know a lot. You look at me, you probably be like, you probably only listen to like this and that. It's like, no, I have your mom's playlist.
Yo.
I listen to the same shit as your grandfather. Like,
for real?
Yeah,
for
so,
real.
you know, I like blending everything together.
I'm glad you said that because like, when I would DJ, be like, oh, well, what do you play? And I'm like, everything.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but like hip hop. I'm like, no, I like house music. And they're like, oh, but just house music. I'm like, no, I do Afro as well. Like, just Afro? No, Spanish.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. And then, but like, I think the trick is to blend all those things together. That's like for me what makes an open format DJ is like,
love it.
yeah,
Being
you
able
can
to
play
do that.
anything, but to blend everything.
And make it like seamlessly flow through. Like, I'll go from Pop Smoke to David Guetta. Like, how did I get there? You don't know, but somehow I did it smoothly.
It's like 6 degrees of separation. Like I played a feature with A$AP Ferg. A$AP Ferg has an EDM song. I go to that EDM song. Now we're in house vibes. I go from house vibes. Oh, but there's a Euro rapper on it. Now we're in like, you know, drill and.
Now you're at 140 to 70. You bring it all the way back to the drill from the house dembo maybe. But dembo's like 120, 30.
She know on BPM. That's a real DJ. She know her BPMs. She know where's what keys, what.
You don't even use headphones, so check out this guy.
I don't know if that's a flex or not.
It is a flex. Well, actually, it's that's like an uptown flex. I feel like
uptown
people
flex?
people uptown don't even use their headphones.
Nah, just doom.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like you really study and know your shit, so like you
Mm.
really don't need headphones. Me, I download so much music that sometimes I need to go listen just to make sure I'm like,
That
okay,
you-
this is not some weird ass Amapiano remix that I'm,
I have to do that. Like, if I'm gonna DJ somewhere where I know I'm gonna be there for an extended amount of time, then I'm like, I need to have phones because
Yeah.
if I'm throwing songs in that I don't really know or haven't mixed yet, then
make
I'm like,
sure
I need
it's
it.
good to go.
Yeah, or like you might end up downloading the wrong type of mix, which
It happens. And then you'll accidentally play it out loud, and you're like, this is not
yeah,
what
I was
meant
like,
to play.
oh shit, this is the live mix. Like this ain't even the studio version. And
Right.
you're like, all right, well, I fucked up on that one.
Switch up.
Yo, the bomb.
Distraction.
Distraction. So as an open format DJ, you're playing all types of music, but how do you prepare for sets like that then? Do you are you just downloading whatever you can, or do you have like something in your mind that you're like a process, or does it depend on the event?
It definitely depends on the event. It depends on the venue. Like if I'm at a more grown spot, like
Grown and sassy?
grown and sassy, dressed to impress. That's what the flyer be saying, right? Not, I'll play more throwback stuff, more
Gotcha.
90s here and there, a little bit of everything. But we don't have to be playing too much Big X the Plug. Like we don't have to be playing all this like super trap strip club stuff because you could go there for that.
Yeah.
Here it's a cocktail bar and people. There's tourists, there's businessmen. Like you don't want to deteriorate that like those people out of there. Like these people got money. Like
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you want everybody to feel included.
Exactly, but at the same time, give them your flavor. So I'll put in Pop Smoke. I don't give, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I'll bring it in with something like classy. Like, I just love. You can curse. We've been cursing. I just love mind fucking people, bro. Like, and then people come to the booth and they're like, yo.
That I think that's one of the biggest like
compliments
as a
yeah.
DJ when somebody comes up to the booth like yo, or you see somebody's face when
And
you
they're
do
just-
this and they go.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's
I've
my
gotten
favorite.
that a few times. I was like,
Thank you so much.
thank you. They don't even know what you just.
No, yeah, because it's
That shit is like a hug, bro.
It's really cool because it's like you're expressing yourself. You're talking to all these people without saying a single word to them. That is crazy.
Yep.
That is crazy. I think it's so beautiful. So yeah, like it depends on the venue. If it's gonna be more young YNs, there's a lot of.
Yo, somebody pass me my mask.
Now you know how that's gonna go. Is this more culturally? Where are we?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be there? Shit, we're gonna play a lot of dembo. We're gonna play a lot of trap. Just be ready. That's that like uptown shit. Just
Yep.
be ready. A little bit of this and that. But I would just say like make sure you're outside too. Like you can't be playing in these spots and you don't know what you're about to walk into unless you have like a insider to tell you. But it's best to do the studying. This is why DJs get paid a lot because of the behind the scenes stuff that we
Yep.
have to do. They don't even know like the preparation, the downloading, the learning. It's fun.
On the spot YouTube download.
Anything. You just have to be ready and it's a show regardless. Like you have to keep it here even though you're having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh, don't remind me. I get panic attacks before every
let's not
I
even
wanna say-
call them that. Let's say you get butterflies.
I get really bad butterflies.
Bad
Before
butterflies.
any type of like performance, whether it's doing this, rapping, DJing, I'd be like,
It means you care.
I know. I
You
just
know?
want to do good. Just want to do good.
That's what it is. And if you didn't, you'd be dead inside. You'd be a robot. You just, I kind of, yesterday I was telling my man, I was like, yo, I don't know why, but I was like nervous today. And it's because I played for a crowd yesterday that was more into like pop, more pop stuff, like earlier Pitbull.
Oh, I thought you were like Charlie XCX, but no, we're talking about Pitbull. Okay.
Yeah, like that. And it's like, I don't usually play that. So I was kind of like, damn, what's this crowd like? But then that crowd is so much easier to please. Like they like everything.
Because all you have to do is do like Z100 playlist and you're,
Yeah,
you're good to go.
But I was a little nervous, but I'm like, it's crazy that I still get nervous, but I'm human.
But I think it's good though. I feel like if you don't get nervous, then it's like, I don't know, like you're too consumed with yourself if you don't get nervous.
Yeah, like it's a human emotion
Yeah.
that comes naturally if you you do care. If you didn't care, then why are you there anyway? You know what I mean?
Got you. There's 100,000 DJs in New York. So like, how do you separate yourself from those people?
I think it's just like, again, who you are, what playlist do you have? You can't, and I really like, think of myself as like a horse with the blinders. Like you can't spend too much time studying other people if it's not for like a positive way.
Yeah.
Like you are you. Like no matter what, if somebody gave a bunch of DJs 40 songs to mix, nobody's coming up with the same mix.
Exactly.
There's absolutely no way. It's just everybody has a different procedure, their own.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
everybody has their own style, their
So,
uniqueness that they bring to it.
The only competition is me to me.
Yeah.
You are gonna be you. You know what I mean? Like I don't look at nobody else if it's not in a
positive
admirable way.
be like,
You know?
all right, yo, you're dope.
I try not to.
Obviously, still having so many people, like, do you find it hard to get booked, or, you know, do you go through a booking agent, or like what's, because I mean, I have friends who DJ and they're like, oh, you know, it's been tough, but then I have other friends who DJ and like, yo, I'm getting booked left and right. So what is that process like for you?
You know, it's so crazy. Like I don't have a booking agent. It's just me. I was just outside a lot, and I feel like my Instagram really like helped push that. I didn't even put out much like DJ videos at all.
Gotcha.
I think it was really like my vibe that sold it, and the fact that they knew I had that to offer, you know, and you know, put here. I feel like you just see somebody, you can just tell, like, I know you got it. Like, we're not even
like,
gonna...
like you could, and then again, like, I mean, again, we're gonna go back to that's because of how you are, and like, you know, you're just a cool kid.
Thank you. But yeah, man, it's just been like that, and honestly, like, it's an energy. It's like money. It's like, let's say you go to a place where you don't want to play there again. All you had to say was, I don't want to play there again.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're not getting a call back. It's an energy. Like, I really just be praying, like, yo, God, like, I want more opportunities. I want more of this. Lately, what I've been praying for is, like, put me in spaces where I could really DJ and just, like, be myself with the music I like. And that's open format as fuck. Like, from Pop Smoke to I keep using Pop Smoke just because it's just such a, like, you know, it's a mood. But I'll play some old EDM, like, and have the room just roaring. Like, that shit is so fun to me.
What I'm gonna do one day for you is I'm gonna give you like songs that shouldn't go together. I'm gonna see how well you can mix it. Like, I'm gonna give you like one more time with Daft Punk and like Dior by Pop Smoke and see what happens.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. We're gonna have to do that. We probably gotta make some content out of
Hell
that.
yeah.
So we've covered the hair.
We've
covered the DJ, but Banga raps.
Burritos,
and sings.
roll.
No. Banga raps and sings. That's kind of a new venture for you.
Yeah, like it's new and it isn't. Like if you've been knowing me, like when I was young, like recently I've been doing the connect the dot thing. I used to write songs when I was like a kid. Like I had a notebook.
Same.
Like it was always there. Like, and I'd always sing. I've sang in a few shows.
Okay.
Like in high school. Like there's some footage out there. I hope it doesn't get dug up. It's always been there, and I feel like it's something that I don't know. I just pushed it back because I was like, too much competition.
Yeah.
But recently I've grown into that. Man, fuck everybody in terms of like, I feel like if you're good at it, and it feels good to you, it's fun, and you have a support system and like all these like resources, like why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like I keep saying this to my friends. I'm like, yo, God gave me like the whole recipe. I just gotta cook it up myself.
Exactly.
Like I have everything I need. All my friends are so talented. I'd be like, hey, I need an album cover. Or I bet you I need a music video. I need this, and this.
Yep.
Got you, bro.
What? Isn't it a blessing to have talented friends?
I'm so blessed, bro. Like, it's insane. So it's like, I feel like if I don't follow through with this, it's like a disservice to me, to God, to just like overall. Like, like God gave you these gifts.
You gotta.
And you just.
Sitting on it.
Pause.
There's our pause moment. I said we have one every episode and it comes naturally. That's our
inevitable.
Pause moment.
That was great.
Thank you for that.
Hey, yo! What you do on your own time is none of my business.
Oh, God.
But anyway, yeah, like it's a disservice to not use it. You know what I mean? Especially when you have everything pushing you in that direction. And if, I don't know, I'm like, yo, it just comes so easy. I'm by no means the most amazing thing ever, but there's a lot of room to grow. But I'll be in the booth, like, I knock shit out really fast. Like, I'm like, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Singing is difficult though, I'm not gonna lie. Singing is definitely...
It's tough.
Yo, there could be one line and you sing it 20, 25 times.
And you still won't get it.
And I'm just like, I need a moment. Yo, I'll be like, I need a moment.
I've had those sessions where I'm just like, I hear it in my head, and I'm like, nah, I got it. And then I hear it out loud.
And then you're like, I don't got it.
I don't got it.
And you need a second to just kind of like rewire your brain in whatever way you need to execute that. But I feel like rapping is really fun. It's just tapping into different version of yourself that you have. Like it's all there.
What's your process like when you're making music? Like, you know, some people, they take their shoes off in the studio, or like candles, or you know, some people get really high, or you know, drunk, or I mean, everybody. I don't knock anybody's process, but like, what's yours?
No liquor, no weed.
I like that.
Bottle of water.
Water. What type of water are you drinking? I'm gonna judge you by the water you drink.
I had some Fiji last night. Nah, I'm not. I just not tap water and Aquafina, please. That's it.
No Aquafina.
That's it. That shit
never.
is trash. And Dasani, we're not doing that. I'm so sorry.
Oops.
Oops.
There goes our sponsor.
It's funny you say that. Nah, I'm very like straight to business, bro. Cause I just feel like if I was intoxicated, I would think I was doing it right and listen back the next day and be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
Like, judgment is so clouded. And I like to be efficient with time. I don't want to waste the engineer's time. I don't want to. I know a lot of people have different process and stuff like that, but I also don't like when people like smoking in the room, like heavy. Now I'm high, and I don't want it. I don't smoke like that at all here and there, but I don't like my mind, especially when I'm creating in that state. Forget about it.
I'm the same way. Like when I'm creating, I want to be in the most clearest state of mind so I can give whatever I'm doing the full attention that it needs and all the care that it needs. Because if you're half in and your mind is elsewhere, it's just not gonna come out with the best product. And that's for me. You know, like I said, everybody else is different.
No, for sure.
Some people, you know, they feel like they create better if they have a couple drinks in the system, or they, you know, got a couple blunts. By all means, more power to you.
No, that's cool.
That's you.
I'm not
it's
knocking
not
it.
Me.
When I think about it, I mean, I be thinking too much, to be honest. But it's like, yo, you're creating something for the whole wide world to hear. They're not in front of you right now, but this is what you're presenting to the world. And you want to be, for me, I can't be a half-assed version of myself presenting, creating art. And then, hey, everybody, listen to my new shit that I made.
And they're like, but you half-assed it, so why should we give it our full?
I don't know. It's an energy. How much love you're going to give into it, and like, to push a record is like so much work. Like you better love that shit. Because if you don't,
people I think don't understand how much like money and effort has to go into putting out a record.
Oh yeah, you haven't even left the studio. You spent. Come on.
And even then, like I had one of my boys tell me, because you know, he's like tapped in with a lot of like industry folk. He was like, yo, like it costs $100,000 to break a record the way you want to. And he was like, they won't tell you that, but that's what it is. I was like, well, guess my career is done.
I mean, anything can happen, especially like social media is such a gift and a curse. But I've seen some people who I don't think should be famous who are really famous. And I'm not after the fame. It's just I want to live a life with music.
Yeah.
Full-time music. That would be so cool. But it's super possible. But, you know, everybody has their timing, and that's their different seasons.
The timing is divine.
Yeah, but, yo, some people be getting so much, like, I be seeing shit on the radar, and I'm like,
ew.
Interesting.
That's just how it happens. People get put-ons, and, you know.
And they blow the fuck up.
I don't ever compare myself to them. I'm like, that's cool for them. Enjoy it. Have fun.
It's just your intention. What do you want, and how much you're going to put into it. It's just what it is, your intention. I just feel like if your channel is clear, for yourself, if you're meditating, you're eating good, you're working out, like you will be able to I hate using the word, but manifest and get what you want, because you're really like, if you're just not even like taking care of your body, like your vessel, how is that going to be able to execute into the next level?
Exactly.
You know?
That's important.
But what do I know?
What do you know? But speaking of like, you know, treating your body as a temple and all these good things, like how do you balance like what you have going on as far as like braiding and DJing and rapping, and then like also taking care of you?
Well, as soon as I can, I go home and lay down. Or, you know, I'm chilling with my man, but like I like to rest, because like, you know that saying, keep the high days high and the low days low? I'm chilling when I'm chilling, bro. Like, but otherwise I like to work out. I started recently, like, fell in love with like running. I never thought I would ever say that. And the beginning was very difficult. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. But because of that, like, I built my tolerance. I also have asthma, so I was like,
Me too.
you know, And like in the cold, when our lungs get super tight, right? And it's already so polluted, so it's just like. But ever since I started running, like, I don't even use my inhaler that much anymore.
That's fire.
Thank you.
Thank
no,
you, God.
No, it's an amazing, like, but I mean, it all correlates together. So I like to run. I like to work out. I lift a couple times a week, and I do calisthenics with my man. Yeah.
Okay, fire,
Yeah,
fire.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Couples that do it together, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's fun. It's cool. It's challenging, and you have to surprise your body. And it's like there's a certain version of yourself that exists in your mind, right? And it's like, I know I look decent, but in my head I'm like, I want things to fit better. I want to, like, you know, when you just like, let's say when you have a haircut, you got a pep to your step, right? You do.
That was literally me yesterday.
You know, so it's like, but you could give yourself that when you continuously like take care of your body. Like, do you want to be on a beach like with your shirt off, abs? Like, can't nobody tell you nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have abs either like that. So
I have had abs, so it's habs.
yeah, they're there. They're there. But it's just like, you know, you can do that. You actually can. Like, that homie exists. But it takes time. And once you get there, it's like, damn, you can't help but show off because, yo, it took mad long to get there. When I see somebody, like, look that good, it's like, yo, the word I see is discipline. Yeah. Because abs are made in the kitchen. The amount of running, lifting to tighten up, and then to be consistent. Because you could get there and fall off so fucking fast.
Yo, all it takes is one day to break the habit.
And like, let's say recently everybody was sick at one point. Yo, I was out. I couldn't go to the gym for a week. I was so sad. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, you just keep building, building, and building, and you're like, wow, I got to climb back up. So yeah, I mean, it's important for me, balance, working out, choosing better foods, eating less refined bullshit. I'll tap in here and there. I ain't gonna lie. You
know, you gotta treat yourself sometimes.
But majority of the time, like, you really need to exercise saying no to the bullshit because it's just all trash.
Exercise saying no to the bullshit.
Oh, wow, I said that.
that was a good one. Quote that. That's some real.
It's true. You can't just go to the gym too. It's like a mental thing. You gotta do your mental push-ups. Are you reading? Like, get off Instagram for a little bit. Like, turn that shit off. Take off the app. You don't have to, you know, deactivate. Just take the app off and see how quick you try to go to, and you're like, wow,
I'm a fiend.
Yeah, like, we're all fiends. So you have to actively, like, okay, I'm not doing that today. At least don't post on your story today. You know what I mean? Like, little things. Make sure people are, like, reading, meditating, like, so you know which thoughts are really yours. We're just like, oh, look at this meme, ha ha ha, remember this and that. It's like, bro, who are you? Who are we?
Who are you?
Before we had all these electronics, you know, that started to dictate who we, how we present ourselves to the world and shit.
I think, like, also to add to what helps that mental is travel as well. Like, you know, everybody needs a vacation.
Hell yeah.
Every time, like, I say I'll get my hair done with you one day, and then the next week you're gone. And I'm like, where are you at now? You're like, oh, I'm in Miami. Oh, I'm in Puerto Rico. Oh, I'm in Japan or whatever. Like, you just be outside. What are your favorite places to visit?
Honestly, I just be needing a break from New York, bro. Like, it's so intense, and the life that we live is just like so fast, constantly.
Everything is fast-paced.
And it's like, just because I'm not here, once I get off, I'm probably gonna work on a flyer or you know what I mean? Like, it never ends. So you owe it to yourself to go touch some grass, to put your feet in the sand and, like, bathe in the ocean. Like, you don't get that here.
Nope.
The closest beach is Puerto Rico to me. I'm actually going in a couple weeks.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
It's too cold, bro. This is not cute.
I'm going in August.
It's a little far from now.
I know.
But as long as you go, that's what matters. But yeah,
I need it. I need to reconnect.
I love Puerto Rico a lot. It's right there. It's mad cool. People are really, really nice. So much culture, great food, great music. It's just an all-around vibe, to be honest.
I can't wait. Like, my friend, she tells me all the time. She's like, yo, you're such a busy bee. I'm like, I can't help it. So I'm like, I need this vacation. I need to take a break. Like,
nah, for sure. You deserve it. Life is not about just working. For real. You're gonna look back and be like, tell your kids, you know how much work I did. It's like, yo, don't nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Like, what were the fun times? You know, sometimes it's like, damn, I shouldn't be going on this trip, like, financially. But guess what? Everything's always gonna be okay.
Everything is gonna be.
Did you end up in a wild predicament? No. Maybe you had to eat ramen for a couple days, but shit, is ramen that bad?
No.
No, you know what I mean? So it's like, make it happen.
Fact.
Happiness first, your peace is first, versus answering to somebody else who doesn't actually give a fuck about your mental health and your well-being.
And Yeah, that's a beautiful point. That is a beautiful
You're
point.
you could be so replaceable. It depends. You know what I mean? Depends on where you're working and stuff. So it's like, man, go book that flight.
Book that flight.
Enjoy yourself.
Book that flight. Enjoy yourself.
Whether it's just for a couple days, because like, yo, I feel like anybody can relate to this. As soon as you touch down in New York, you're like, I got a million things to do.
It's back on.
Bro, it's just the energy of the city. It's in the, what did they say? On the grid.
Once you get back on the grid, it's over.
Yo, so get off the grid when you can.
Yeah. Speaking of Puerto Rico, you do a pretty good
No, chill.
Puerto Rican accent impersonation. So I was thinking maybe we could go through some of your impersonations and accents, if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right.
Couple.
You want to start with the Puerto Rico one?
Mira, papi.
Mira, papi.
Ayo, nene.
Ayo, nene.
Estamos activos.
Estamos activos, cabrón, mira. So that's one of them.
I love
Which
the
other
Puerto
ones you
Rican
be
accent.
doing?
I be talking in the British and the Irish and the Scottish a lot. I don't know, bro. Instagram. There's some people that I follow, and they really talk like this. Like, babe, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yo, did you ever watch that show on Netflix? It's called Baby Reindeer.
No.
Yo, it's fucked. But they talk like that, and that show just set me off. And yeah, I be watching.
You do a pretty good Filipino accent.
Don't
You
do
wanna
that.
one? You wanna
No,
do that one for
that's
us?
just not cute.
It's adorable.
What
you should
are
do
you
it.
talking about?
Why are you not doctor?
Yo, why are you not a nurse?
Why are you not nurse?
Do you want to
Why-
hear a funny joke?
Yes.
It's stupid. It's so stupid. But it was like, one of the barbers told me this funny enough. He's like, I have a Filipino joke for you. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And then he's like, why didn't the banana go to work that day? Oh, no, why did the banana go to the doctors? I'm like, why? He's like, because he wasn't feeling well.
You are not feeling well.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, this son of a bitch.
What about characters? You got characters that you do?
Peter.
Pina. Oh, Pina.
Oh, Peter.
That's pretty good.
I'm trying to think.
What about
I'm nervous right now. You got me like looking down. I
you
can't
in
even
the hot
look
seat.
up. I look like a dog that's like guilty of something.
What about Stitch? You do Stitch?
I know you do a good Stitch.
Or Hanneman's family, which means that nobody gets left behind.
Yeah, that's yours. I'm gonna give that
Experiment
to you.
626.
Thank you.
That's all you, bro.
Thank you. But my favorite one, and I'll give a backstory. So Banga is not from the U.S. originally.
Oh, you can't wait to do this.
can't
oh my
wait.
God.
Where are you from?
I'm from Vancouver.
Vancouver,
Vancouver,
Canada.
BC. Yeah.
When did you come to New York?
5 years ago, 2019.
5 years ago, 2019. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. Right before the pandemic.
And it's crazy because I would have never thought that you, for lack of a better term, that you were an implant.
An implant
An
is
implant.
wild.
I would, because I feel like you've embraced New York culture so effortlessly, and like it's like you would have told me like, oh yeah, born and raised in Queens. I'd been like, oh yeah, that sounds like you.
I don't know. Like, I've just... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're
it,
good,
it
you're
was
good.
just effortless. Like, I always felt like I didn't belong there. Like, and as soon as I got here, I was like, feels like home. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the wave of, like, culture and just so much, like... There's just so much cool shit going on. I'm like, yeah, this is more my pace. And people who just be doing shit. Like,
Yeah.
Vancouver is cool. Like, shit is happening now, I would say. But back then, it was slow.
Gotcha.
It was slow. So I was like, I think it's time to just be like, you know, the big shark in a bigger tank type shit versus a small tank where it's like, oh, there's only so much I can do here.
Did you ever feel like you didn't belong here? Like, well, you said once you got here you felt good, but like as far as really ingraining yourself into like the culture, especially with like NYC nightlife and the DJing, like, and even as braiding as well, like, was it hard for you to kind of like just come into here and like be like, all right, I'm gonna make a life out of this here?
It was one of those things, that, I don't know, for me, like, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna fucking do it. Like, I really don't allow myself anything less than that. Because I don't know, if I can picture in my head, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I just do what I gotta do, and I be having some days, I remember, like, I'd be at home sometimes, I was crying, I'm like, why did I come here? Why am I, you know what I mean? Like, working so hard and then not seeing any, like, result. But things pay off. It pays off eventually. It's not a perfect, you know, journey ever.
You know?
You know? Go ahead. So this guy right here can do an immaculate Toronto man's accent.
Yeah, listen, word to man them out there. You know, all my waist suit out there in Toronto. I just wanted to come on here and tell you like all about my
lie?
you know, dog, listen dog, like we're just out here doing crazy bear things,
Still.
you know. Still. And you know, Banga's not from Toronto. She's from Vancouver, but I love Toronto. I've actually never been to Toronto, but
Isn't that fucking wild?
I always, every time you tell me every time I remember you're from Canada, I start doing a Toronto accent. So I just
Bear Tings, yeah. Nah, it's funny because I took a trip out there with my homegirl before we went to the club, and then after we were just chatting, and they had that thick accent, and I was like, you guys really talk like that? And they're like, talk like what, fam? And I was like, they really talk like that. And then the most fascinating thing to me was like, these guys who I was talking to, they're Vietnamese. Like, they were like Chinese. Like, like we went to this spot. I had DJ'd at. It was so cool. Yo, let me just tell you this quick story. So I DJ'd, shout out Big Jax. He's one of the most fire DJs from Toronto. Yo, the setup, it was like the basement of a restaurant. So the ceilings were not that high.
Got you.
So there's certain parts, I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm in a Sean Paul video, bro. Because people are like slapping the ceiling. You're playing, yo, that shit was a vibe. And it was all cultures. It was a melting pot. It was mad cool. So when I heard the man them talking like that, I was like, wait, you really?
They really talk like that.
And they were putting us on like, yo, I'm hungry still. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, of course you're hungry. Like, what does this still like mean? And they're like trying to explain to me. I was like, I still don't get it.
I feel like it's you know, New York's version like that ass and brick and you know. No?
It wasn't that easy.
It's not that easy?
It's not that easy. There was something else, but yeah, no, it's super cool. Toronto's cool. It's definitely, I feel like Toronto is like New York's like little brother in a way, because there's a lot going on, but it's like a lot the
Got you.
and more chill, but it's got motion. It's got motion,
fam. The next thing I wanted to kind of talk to you about is, I know you mentioned your man a couple of times, which I think is so interesting because little does people know, your man is a barber and a DJ as well, right?
That's crazy, right? Yeah,
barber and a DJ, a braider and a DJ. What else does he do? Because I know you do like 10 things. He does more, I'm assuming.
I feel like he does photography too.
See, look.
He's an all-around creative. Like, he always has a good creative input into anything, really. But yeah, he plays ball very well.
I've seen.
Yeah?
Yo, we gotta play. I'm trash though.
I'm sure he can help. He can help put you onto some techniques and plays. Gotcha. But yeah, he's nice, very passionate about it.
But no, I just want to talk about, like, you guys kind of mirror each other in that sense of like these huge personalities, huge creative like outlook on life. And does it ever get too difficult to kind of like coexist with each other? Like, you know, you've got a gig or he's got a gig and you're outside and he's not there, and you're like, or is it just like, nah, we good because we understand what each other's story is and what we've got going on?
That's a really good question. I've never even thought about that, because he's not as like loud as me at all. He's like one of those really cool, calm. He's just a chill guy. Like,
he's just a chill guy.
That guy in the hand with the hands in the pockets, that's really him. But he's hilarious. Like, don't get it twisted. You got to be funny to be around me. You know what I'm saying? But he's mad cool. He's very patient, very empathetic. But like, if I have a gig and he can come, he pull up. If not, he's picking me up. If he got a gig, I'm in that bitch and I don't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as soon as we can and we help each other out, like that's really, like, we're really homies at the same time.
That's
like
good.
That's really, it's my bestie, you know.
That's your bestie.
It's cool.
That's good.
And like we learn from each other, because like our lives are so similar. You know. So he's at the barbershop and I'm braiding. Like, I saw this reel and it was like, don't date a barber if you can't like stand the fact that they're not gonna text you back for like 5 hours. But it's true. Like, I can't text people back all the time.
Yeah,
because
literally
I got
your
clients,
hands are just...
And I got gel on my hands. Like, you really think I'm trying to be like, so what's your favorite color? Like, we're not fucking doing this, bro. You know, so like...
Yeah.
There's a lot of mutual understandings and just like...
Which is good, because I feel like if somebody's not in that life, they won't understand what you got going on.
I don't have to translate myself to him, which is really cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, I know social media plays a part in a lot of people's relationships because they compare themselves, or they say like, you know, it's just filled with like so much toxicity. But do you ever feel like people are kind of just so adamant about thinking or comparing themselves to social media? Like, do you ever compare your relationship to like what's going on socials to be like, oh, well, it should be more like this? Or like, I mean, granted, your relationship is yours and you make it what it is, but and being in the era of social media, it's like so easy to kind of fall into ideologies and thoughts of, well, it should be different because look at what this post says.
Yeah, no, I mean that's all there, but I really like we go back to Instagram isn't real, the internet isn't real. Who the fuck are these people and why are they credible? You know what I mean? Like I do my best. Like on social media, it's like all these girls like want a guy to pay for everything, pay for their rent, nails, hair, whatever. But what are you giving in return for all these things? Like, who are you? Like, are you bringing peace? Are you putting anything on the table? Like, so just because you got a fat ass, you think the whole world's gonna revolve around you? Like, yes, like you're gonna get the attention, but like for how long? I have this quote, but it was just like, after they nut, then what? Like after, you know what I mean? Like you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
But now what? Like, can you hold? Like, do you have good conversation? Like, are you doing anything in your life? Like, what do you have to offer?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, being bad is great, but being beautiful inside and out is like, you know. But a lot of people just have this and that, and nah, he gotta pay this, gotta do that. Da, 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 da. I don't know. As much as I like the idea of somebody paying for everything, I didn't grow up that way. Like
Yeah.
maybe these are things I need to unpack later, but my mom taught me to like be independent, like have your own shit, like don't let anybody be like, nah, you are who you are because I made you or I made that, whatever. I don't want to ever hear that. So you know what I mean? I like to be my own person and contribute. I have a lot of love to give. I'm very considerate. I'm very giving. So I don't ask for shit. I never asked for shit. So to this day, I don't, you know? But I will, whatever you give me, I'm gonna triple that. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
love, yeah.
So unless it's positive and inspiring, I don't really stay longer than a few seconds on the post. Cause who the fuck are these people and what makes them, you know, what
More
makes them
special.
credible?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What is next for Banga now?
What is next for me?
What is next for Banga?
I think I really, really want to focus on music. I want to continue to get better at like writing. I write with my homeboy Bliss.
Shout out Bliss.
Like Jen, who Jen was in my story, Bliss has become the Jen in this chapter of my life.
Got you.
Because I wouldn't have even had the balls to do what I'm doing, and he's helped me, you know, record. I don't know what it was like to record in the studio. I've been in a few sessions, being just hanging out with homies before, but I never knew what it was like to punch in, punch out, the in and outs, the ad-libs. I didn't know that shit. I thought you just did it in one go.
Yep.
Nope, that's not how it works. But he's like trained me. He's been a great mentor in that sense. Introduced me, like our connections, like we share. Whatever is yours is also mine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to continue to be authentic in the music I'm putting out, and like learning the kind of stamp I want to put into this world in terms of music, because it's so personal. Like it's supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be great, but like what lasting impression do you want to provide? You know, like, yeah, you can have a lot of fun songs, like that's cool, but I feel like I do have a lot to say, and I would like to be more philosophical in ways versus just like, you know, drill shit, which is cool. I feel like I can do everything because I'm a DJ.
That's important. Like you know, you have to kind of make music for yourself and make music for others, and just have fun with it as well. Like you don't want to be too thought-provoking and then shit goes over people's heads, and you want to be too like bland either. I think you know, you have to have a good balance.
Yeah, you just do everything.
Open format DJ, open format artist.
Nah, we just gotta have fun, bro. Like that's the point. Because if you're not having the fun, then what are you doing? Like what's the point? Nothing is gonna come to you if it's all you're just after bread. That's not how it starts. That's not how it's gonna go. If it does, it's not how it's gonna last, because you don't have anything like a strong foundation to hold that down.
If you don't got love in your heart, what is you doing?
Like,
what is you doing? I think that's the perfect way to kind of cap it off here. Banga, thank you so much for pulling up today. So happy to have you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for having me. Really great crew, great team, great everything.
Thank you so much. I think that wraps us up for today. We see you on the next one. This concludes today's episode of Conchalant with Banga. You can find her at right here. It's Banga Baby. And make sure you follow me at Contrast NYC and support the show at Conchalant on IG and Patreon. I'm gonna see you on the next one.